Okay, welcome back, everybody. With the economic ups and downs of the last couple of years, a lot of people are wondering if it's better to go to college or look into trade jobs. Joining us now with the pros and cons of both options is President and CEO of Wilsey Asset Management, Brent Wilsey. Morning, Brent.
Good morning. Good to be here.
This is such a great, timely topic.
It really is. Kids are graduating from school, and the parents are going to hate me for this, but not all kids need to go to college. I think it's a bad thing people say because it's not designed for everybody. And when I went to college, I wanted to go learn about accounting and finance. I'm thinking, why I'm in this class sitting here learning art history? I mean, you take these other classes that do nothing for you. I got a D in that class, by the way. Everything else was A's. I could not do that. But it's just something you don't do. And then I have another story, too, about a football player who went to college. 10 years later, after high school, came to us. He had no money saved after earning about $6 million in the NFL. We had another guy that was, after 18, went to work for SCG&E. 10 years later, he had $275,000 saved in his 401k. So what you're missing when you do this is that you don't have to pay this much for college because you're so far behind. And right now, there's a big shortage of trade jobs. And that's what people don't realize, that you can get paid very well on these.
And college is, I mean, it's expensive. Many people take out loans.
Yep.
And try to pay them back. It takes years in some cases.
It takes years to get back to them. And again, I look at the numbers for people that, again, you go to college and you're 4 years, you may have debt, I've heard it higher, but $50,000 to $100,000. Or the alternative, you start right out of high school, you put away $500 a month in a 401k, only do it for 4 years, okay? $500 a month for 4 years. Okay. Then at 22, you stop. By the time you're 61, you have $768,000. You are so far ahead. And that doesn't mean you keep adding to it. You should, but if you don't, you still have $750,000 from 4 years of not going to college.
And if by not going to college, we go back to the loans, it's not just the price of the college, you're paying interest on that money too.
Interest on that money, yes.
It costs you more.
It costs you more, yeah. So, and college tuition keeps going up. And again, it may be right for somebody. Somebody wants to be an engineer, yes, you have to do that. But not everybody wants to be an engineer. Not everybody wants to be a finance guy. So there's other things you can do that are very fulfilling. And what's nice about some of these trade jobs is there's no little training. Sometimes you can go to a trade school, kind of get a little boost upward, but that's generally 6 to maybe 12 months of training, and then you start right in with these good paying jobs that are out there for people.
And you might end up in a union job, which has its benefits as well.
It does have benefits,
So what are some of the examples of trade jobs that are in demand right now?
Well, the number one trade job that I found that pays $131,000 a year is a ultrasonographer. And if you go get an MRI, that's what they do, the scans, MRI. And again, you want to have job fulfillment. A lot of these jobs are very fulfilling because you're helping people with their medical history and what's going on. So a sonographer, again, $131,000. And the other thing, too, is that you may have to relocate. I mean, San Diego is a big town, a very expensive town, but sometimes you have to relocate for these jobs. Another one that was good was respiratory therapists. They make about $104,000 a year. I mean, these are not low-paying jobs, and you may not start that your first year, but you'll get there very quickly because it's not the time in, it's the knowledge that you have of doing these jobs. Another one was that you may not even think about is an elevator escalator installer. We got a lot of buildings going up. You go by the airport, you see all these buildings going on. They have escalators, they have elevators. You're gonna make about I think it was $102,000 as an elevator escalator operator.
Okay, it's things that we need to consider, especially people that are just coming out of high school.
And I gotta tell you, even a dental hygienist, $99,000 a year. I always wonder why she smiles so much when I go in there. I mean, they're making $99,000 a year. Construction managers, $88,000. You can also think about being an electric power line guy. I mean, they make about $85,000 a year. And then an aircraft mechanic, a lot of aircraft there that need to be replaced and rebuilt. $82,000 a year, and these are growing jobs.
The aviation industry in general is really a good place to look.
Yes, yeah, and you've got to look at these jobs, and don't be so feared, and I hate to say it again, don't let people push you into college. If you're not a college person and you enjoy working with your hands or doing these other things or helping people in the medical field, there's some very good paying jobs out there. Don't feel the pressure that you have to go to college.
Brent Wilsey, Wilsey Asset Management. All right, thanks, Brent.
You're welcome.
Great topic. Okay.